This question is about a vat of burning pitch being tossed into the air like a projectile. We're told that it's fired at a speed, at an angle, and it's asking how long is it in the air total. So I'm going to draw a triangle to indicate the velocity. Where it's tossed at 39 degrees at a velocity of 17.3. I need to find out how much of that velocity is upwards and how much of that velocity is sideways. So upwards would be 17.3 meters per second, and since it's opposite my angle, it's sine of the 39 degrees. And make sure your calculator is in degree mode. And in the x direction, it's 17.3 times cosine of 39 degrees. And I'll get those values. So vertically, it's traveling at 10.887 meters per second, and horizontally, it's traveling at 13.4446 meters per second. I'm going to fill in my table. It's asking how long is it in the air. It's going up and down and hitting the ground, so that's a vertical limitation. The initial position will be at ground level, and the final position will be at ground level. Looks kind of strange, but that's the way it is. And then the upwards velocity, 10.887 meters per second. That's the initial velocity upwards. The final velocity, when it gets back to the ground, we'll actually know is going to be the opposite of that. It's going to be traveling downwards at negative 10 or 10.887 meters per second. And the question is how long is it in the air? So we're going to have to calculate our final time, and gravity is negative 9.8. So we know everything on this side. We could use any of these equations that have time in them. So I think I'll choose the simplest one, this one at the top. So final velocity in the y is equal to the initial velocity in the y plus gravity times time. Move everything to the left side. Minus velocity in the y divided by gravity is equal to delta d. Plug in my numbers. Final velocity is a negative 10.887 because it's traveling downwards, minus the starting velocity of positive 10.887 because it's traveling upwards to start, all divided by gravity of a negative 9.8. So it's going to be 2 times 10.887 in the negative, divided by a negative 9.8. And so it's in the air for 2.221 seconds. I guess I'll go another digit. 5 digits.